مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. محمد سيد الكونين والثقلين، محمد سيد الكونين والثقلين والفريقين من عرب ومن عجم.
And this is the religion of all the prophets. And if we are to stay on the path, we would say Islam is true. And if we were to choose another path or be astray from the path, we're going to blend in the so-called melting pot that people are living in a world that is not just coexistence. That's melting. That's in a melting pot where everyone is selling their religion. We don't sell our religion. Our religion is not for sale. But it must be understood that when I say that Christians and Jews are not on the correct path, I'm not telling my students or my friends or my family, walk outside with a sword and start chopping their heads off. I'm not saying that. I'm saying be confident. Be confident that you're on the true path. And show these people with your actions, with your good words, with your knowledge, with your wisdom, that Islam is the true path. And this is being honest, and this is not cheating. And may Allah, keep us firm on this path, because this is we're in the end of times, and a lot of people have gone. They don't know how to recognize extremism. Some people may call this, what I'm saying here, they may call this extreme. And then you have another camp that says, they're like najas. They call the Christians and Jews and all other religions. They say those people are filth, they're dirt, you can't even touch them. They say you can't even touch them. They say you can't marry them, you can't talk to them, you just need to live in a little bubble and mix only with Muslims. I'm not saying that either. We deal with non-Muslims. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he dealt very kindly with Muslims and with non-Muslims. He once a non-Muslim did a favor for him, and the Prophet Muhammad made dua for him, he made dua for his hair, and that person grew to be very old, and his hair stayed black. It didn't go gray. And he had a full head of hair, even at an older age. And this man did not become Muslim. But because he did something nice for the Prophet, and the Prophet, and we, and all the people of faith, they love for everyone faith. But there's one thing that we realize, that not everyone is going to accept what we say. Not everyone is going to accept what we say. So we want the good for everybody. We know not everybody is going to accept it. So what do we do? Do we go and throw a bomb on all those people who don't accept it and live in the world and live all alone in the world? No, we're not saying that. We're saying that we try our best. We wish the good for other people. And if they're not gonna be Muslim, they will be judged for that. But we wish for them the good, and we treat them good, and we treat them sometimes extra good. I try my best to treat the non-Muslims, and I feel sometimes a bit unfair, as they say, because I'm sometimes nicer to the non-Muslims than I am to the Muslims. Because I say this guy, he's already Muslim, but the non-Muslim, he has to see an excellent picture of Muslims. So I try my best to stick to my word. I try my best to show the most positive and excellent attitude and like traits that a human could portray, so that they may be attracted to me. And at the end of the day, guidance is in the power and control of God. I could be on one path, on Islam, and the Prophet told us this. He said that people could be on a good path, on Islam, and before they die, they might flip and die as non-believers. And he said people may be non-believers their whole life and be in the worst of paths, and they may flip and die in a good path. in a good path. So we ask Allah for mercy, we ask Allah to be firm, we ask Allah that every time we make namaz, we pray, and we read this. We read these ayahs that remind us to be firm on our faith. We ask Allah that this reminder keeps us in touch and with our faith and keeps us strong. And at the end, the ending word, which is sunnah, which is recommended to say after you say Al-Fatiha, is Ameen. It's one word, Ameen. And you can say Ameen, you can say Ameen, you can say Ameen. There's different ways to say it, but it's one word. What does it mean? Oh Allah, accept what we ask you for. Oh Allah, answer or accept what we ask you for. Give us what we're asking you for. And that shows that the reality of our situation, that we're slaves, we're in need of God, and He does not need us. And we ask Him, and if He wills, He gives. And if He does not will, He does not give. And no one could question or could argue the will of Allah. Allah makes some trees with poison, Allah makes other trees with fruit. Allah makes some people rich, Allah makes some people poor. Allah makes some people live prosperous, stress-free lives, and those are very rare that people are living like that. And Allah makes other people, and many people, live very rough and tough lifestyles. We ask Allah for His guidance. Walhamdulillahi wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam.
مولاي صل وسلم دائما